Hey guys, my name is Søren Andersen and welcome to the TC booth. I'm the guitar player for TC and yeah, let me just show you some of the stuff we have this year. We have two new pedals and we have the brand new G Major 2, which is a multi-effect. Oops. Maybe you know the G Major already, but this is the G Major 2. And they took some of the best stuff from the G Major, some of the best stuff from the Nova pedals and put it into this nice piece of effect. Maybe you know the 2290 from the good old 80s. Some of the ducking effects from that one is there as well. The tri-covers and there's some reverse echoes which is new. There's a uni-vibe and lots of good stuff. Very cool effects. If you have a good head, if you have maybe a Marshall or a Boogie head and you need some effects, I think the G Major 2 could be a perfect choice. What else do we have? The Nova repeater here, which is a brand new delay pedal, low budget. I don't know the price, it's not the part of my job to know that, but it sounds very good actually. Here's my big stereo delay with a little bit of modulation. There's a big fat sound. And of course, uses some of the normal features like tap tempo, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4. I changed the tempo, but there's a very cool feature which is something that TC came up with, which is called audio tapping. If I hold down the tap tempo button and I strum the strings, I can actually get the tempo from the guitar. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, I can tap the tempo instead of tapping my foot. I can do it with the guitar. Of course, all the normal delays like the stereo ping pong effect, some analog stuff as well. The reverse delay and dynamic from the 2290 is in there as well. Sound very good. And finally the Nova Drive, which is this little pedal here. This pedal is such a cool pedal. We have an overdrive circuit which is based on bluesy tube screamer kind of sound, and of course the distortion, which is more high gain. It's not a metal pedal, more like crunchy kind of AC/DC sound. But what is so cool about this pedal is that you can actually program the different settings in different presets, and the circuit is analog, so it's a programmable pedal, but it's 100% analog. Just to show how it sounds. Oops. The drive, the distortion, and both of them together is a thick, nice lead sound. Oh. This pedal is so cool because you can store these different settings in presets. So if you connect this G switch, I have access to 3 different presets. If you connect the MIDI cable, you have access to 18 presets. It's such a cool pedal. And of course, another feature which I like very much, you can actually change the order of the 2 pedals. So if you want to run the distortion first and the drive afterwards, it's possible. But here's the coolest thing. If you want to run the 2 pedals in parallel mode, it's actually possible. And it sounds very, very good. And it's new to me. I never heard it before because now we have the drive here and we have the distortion here. And if I put in the drive and the distortion in parallel mode, I got punchiness from the drive and the big fat low end from the distortion, so it's very, very, very punchy and still very aggressive. So that's the Nova Drive, very cool pedal. You have to check it out yourself. And of course, the Nova repeater, cool pedal, and finally the G Major 2, which is the rack unit here. Have a good show.